What's good, y'all? Welcome to a little series called Unmeasured. My name is Jose. Today, I'm going to be making some chicken wings. Let's get into it. Full disclosure, this is just the way that I like to make my chicken wings personally. You don't have to do it this way. You can do it however you want to. Hopefully this might draw some inspiration to you. I don't know. I don't tell you what to do. I'm not your dad. But today we're going to be baking these. I'm going to show you guys how I prep them, how I season them, and then we're going to pop them in the oven and show you guys the end result. So what we have here is basically just a tray of cold water, chicken wings obviously, kosher salt, dash of vinegar, and some lemons to help scrub them down, kind of clean them up a little bit better, and tenderize them as well. Do this and repeat this process until the water runs mostly clear, and afterwards you're all set to go ahead and season them. I'll be right back. Wings are all done, cleaned. Now we're gonna go ahead and season them. I'm just gonna go ahead and pop them into a little toss pan so we can go ahead and get that started. Side note, you do have to pat them off dry completely first in order to go ahead and start seasoning them. So that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do first. Be right back. Alright, cool. So I'm actually gonna use some olive oil as a little binder. I'm just gonna go ahead and do 2 little capfuls, and that should be sufficient to go ahead and get the seasoning to stick. Alright, cool. So now I'm going to go ahead and use some paprika. I actually don't measure this. Now I'm just going to go ahead and use some of this kosher salt to get up in there. Add some sort of flavor to this. I'm going to make these a little spicy. I'm going to use some cayenne pepper as well. Gonna use some coarse black pepper. Some granulated garlic powder. And I usually like to give these a nice little coating so that get some real flavor in there. Some granulated onion powder. I think that should be enough. Cool. Last but not least, I'm actually going to add just a dash of some chicken bouillon as well. This actually helps enhance the flavor just a little bit, and it gives it a nice aromatic taste. Now don't add too much of this or get carried away with it, because it already does come with a little bit of salt in it, and on top of the salt that you added, you're gonna end up at the doctor's office. Now we're just gonna go ahead and mix until our fingers are cramping. Just make sure you get up in there nice and deep, and just give that a good little old mix. Alright, cool. So now we're going to go ahead and let these sit in the fridge for about 2 hours, preferably overnight, so that they can go ahead and just absorb all that flavor. 2 hours minimum. If you can go ahead and wait a little bit longer, even better. Afterwards, we're going to go ahead and pop those in the oven and finally get to eating them. Alright, I actually lied. I couldn't wait 2 hours. I don't even know how long I waited. But enough time to go ahead and let these marinate, so we're going to go ahead and do that. I've actually put some lemon peels up in here. Don't know if you can see that, but that is going to be basically for lemon pepper seasoning, so I can go ahead and season these things later on once those are all baked and cooked and ready to grind. Now I'm just gonna go ahead and place these on here. You can either butter it, preferable if you do put a cooling rack or a baking rack, whatever you can call it, so that they can go ahead and crisp up really nice. Otherwise, you're just gonna go ahead and soak in the juices or cook in the juices. But either way, they'll come out toasty regardless. So we're gonna go ahead and put these on and slap them right in. Forgot these too. Alright. I have the wings sitting inside the oven for about 400 degrees. We're going to leave those in there for about 20 minutes. Halfway through, we'll go in and flip them. And we also do have the lemon peels in there as well. So we're going to wait for those to get nice and toasty to get started on those, on that lemon pepper seasoning. I'm also going to show you guys how to make the seasoning, or at least how I make it. So yeah.